Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of RedReadyman. In this episode we're going to be taking a look at a set of battles I did last night in Halloween Cup. I started off with the team on Monday night and I just did one set. Or was it two? Anyway, it worked really quite well. And then Tuesday it completely fell apart. Unfortunately, all day yesterday I was in London, so I arrived home around about 9 o'clock and after a few beers on the train as well, and thought this isn't a good idea to play, and I randomly put a team together. You will see how random it is about halfway through because I made some fairly big mistakes with it. But it proved quite successful, so we should take a look. Also, before I start the video, just wanted to say sorry for how quiet it's been. Obviously I was ill last week. I've spent a lot of time trying to catch up with work this week and I just haven't been able to fit anything in. And there's loads of things I want to talk about, and I think I might do a recap video either tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday talking about the news that's happened this week. But yeah, thank you for hanging with me. So let's get into this video. So we're coming up against Hey0087 and I'm leading with Crustle. Now this is not a good lead for me. Azumarilll is not a good lead, so I'll go straight into Galvantula, which I know that they're going to have a punish for it, but I can still deal with Azumarilll with my Azumarilll. Whereas if I'd gone into my Azumarilll, everybody has an Azu counter, so I still think this is kind of the right move, and I'm not too distressed by it. And we do nearly take them out. So what I should have done there was run my timer down, but I didn't. I am going to shield this up because I've no idea what it will be at this point. It's just an ice beam, so I should another misplay there in this first game. But this is the very first game with this team, so you're going to have to cut me a little bit of slack here because I've never played this way one before. I don't think I have anyway. It felt familiar, but I don't remember playing it. I'm going to shield up the Poison Fangers. That would do a lot of damage. And they come into their Azu. Little bit of lag there, which we love to see. And unfortunately, they get to their move first, which makes me think they probably got play rough. They do. This is a problem. And I really shouldn't be going in here, but I'm just going to go for whatever chip damage I can do because I need to get a lead on the damage against this Azumarilll. That was a bad call. It didn't even look like the damage registered on that one. So ice beams are going to hurt and they're going to be spammy. But I am going to get this one off. Hopefully this one registers some damage. It wasn't a smart move, but I just needed that Azumarilll as low as possible. And unfortunately they've still got a shield as well. So this is GG's. It is all over at this point. Let's see what. Yeah, I mean they're just up to a play rough. We are going to get off this Hydra pump, which is not going to do anything. And if anything, they can shield it anyway. Where they don't want to flex, which is that's respectful. And they take me out. So that's the first game of it, and I'm like, this isn't playing right, and this isn't what I expected it to do. I honestly thought the Crustle coming in would have done a little bit more damage. And then, is it in this one? I can't remember, is this one or the next one? We come up against another unfavourable lead. No, it's not this one. I mean, this isn't a great lead either. But I'm thinking, why is SmackDown doing so much damage to this shift tree? I'm like, okay, we'll stay with it. So then we throw the Bug Buzz. Which I mean, shift tree is incredibly glassy. Another little bit of lag there. I am going to spend a shield here because I think I can keep lead if I shield, and lead's really important with this team. Managed to farm down, have a rock slide ready to go, and I'm throwing blindly, hoping that this does more damage, and that was a good call. I managed to get another X Scissor off as well, so a little bit more chip damage before Galv comes in. So I've still got a shield, which is great here. They're going to switch out. I'm going to straight away swip out into my Azumarilll. So pulling out all of the things that you want here. Rock Blast is not going to do a lot, and they're just going to try and spam Rock Blast. So I am going to throw a charge move, but this is really just to try and fish for their shield. Um, and they don't give up their shield, so that's okay. Their Azumarill is in around about the same range as me. Um, I don't shield this because I will survive even if it's a play rough, which it is. And I get to the Hydro Pump. This probably won't quite take them out, but it will get them in low enough range. Okay, get their shield, which is great, and making them throw energy, which is fantastic because I don't want Galvantula to come in when they have energy. So they throw there. I'm going to go straight for the discharge, and this should one shot. Yep. Oh yeah, they were very low. So GG's to my opponent there, but it's still not playing right. And I'm like, okay. Now in this match, I remember this one now because this one I came up against another Crustle, and I'm like, okay, the mirror match, this should be fine, but it's not because just look at the damage they're doing to me compared to them. Now this is not a bad ranked Crustle. This is like rank 27 or something like that. We'll find out in a minute. But I managed to take them out, so that's okay. And in comes Clefable. Now I would expect to do more damage with my fast move as well. There's a lesson in this one for us children that we're all going to learn together. So I mean I've taken out one and a half of their Pokemon here. So I'm going to come in with the Azumarilll because they're slightly more resisted. I'm going to shield up here because I'm just going to end up being stuck with shields. And it's a good shield because it's a Moonblast, and that would have done a little bit of damage. Didn't drop my defense, which is very good as well. So in comes their Marowak. This is perfect. They're going to burn shields here because I mean this is my only counter to it, so I'm also going to protect it if I can. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm going to get their second shield here. I obviously lost CMP there. Just a Bone Club. They are going to shield it, of course they are. But they're out of energy now, so I think I swap. But no, I don't swap. Okay, I'm going to kind of see it out and try and just chip away. And then that's it. So sack the Galvantula. Take the Shadow Ball here, which would have taken me out. Or nearly take me out. Excuse the notifications. Sorry for that. I am indeed Jesus, that's what he was asking me. So we throw this lunge, which is not very effective, but it lowers their attack, so when we do come back in, they're throwing energy, which is great, and then we come back in and we can just Ice Beam, and GG's to my opponent. So well done to them there. So what you see here is that this is Drunken Steve, and Drunken Steve shouldn't really play Go Battle League, but he wins, so we maybe should let him do it some more. So before I go, oh no, I still haven't changed it. Okay, so basically what I'm doing here is I'm running a bug fast move instead of Smackdown, which is so silly again. Sorry, as you can see, Drunk Steve was not doing so well. So we're going to throw the bug which is not going to be very effective. But I don't really want anything in the back to see this one, so I am going to be kind of fairly shielded. Now, if I had Smackdown, this would be doing heaps of damage. I am double shielding because I have no answer. I have absolutely no answer here. This is my answer. Throw the Rock Slide. Unfortunately, they've swapped, but okay, not so unfortunate. So I'm going to come in and try and get a little bit of an energy lead. I am shieldless, but I want to get a lead on this Golbat. It is super effective, but Azumarill is so bulky that it doesn't really affect. And in they come with the Horn. So I'm going to go straight Hydro Pump, try and do the max damage that I can. It does get their shield, so maybe it would have been better to go for the Ice Beam here. This is going to be a Shadow Punch, I would imagine. Oh, it's a Sludge Bomb, which takes me out. So in comes Galvantula with a couple of hits. So I'm going to lunge here, and yeah, they're going to let that through. I'm going to swap into Crustle because I want to basically used as an extra shield. Acid Spray doesn't take me out, which is a silly move from them. I'm going to Rock Slide, which should do neutral damage here. But they get their final shield, which is great. And I managed to get to an X-Scissor. They're way over farming here. And and I get to that move very quickly, and it's GG's to my opponent. So a little bit greedy of my opponent there for over farming, and we were able to take advantage. Um, so yeah, so it must have been in the other set that I ended up changing it. So this is a set of not Smackdown Crustle, which is just so silly of me. I just don't know what I was thinking. But we're led with a great lead. This is perfect for us. If Smackdown, it would be even more perfect. I'm throwing the X Scissor just to get the shield here. I'm trying to bait. I really should be absolutely killing this Galv. I'm not going to shield. It's just going to be a discharge, which, okay, does a lot of damage just a discharge, but I'm going to go for the rock slide here and see whether they want to double shield their Galv. They do want to double shield their Galv, which is fine by me. They do farm me down for quite a bit of energy. So what am I going to do here? I'm obviously going to come in with Galv. They're going to throw another discharge maybe. No, they're going to throw the lunge, which does a lot of damage, but I can take it. Now, they're shieldless, but I'm obviously debuffed a little here. So what's going to come in? And it's going to be the Crustle. So they very quickly take me out with Smackdown, which is exactly the play you should have. But I'm lined up with 2 shields on this Crustle. And Rock Blast is not going to do a lot. Again, very sorry for the... and I'm just going to... I decided... I thought actually what I could do is I could go up for the... go up to the Hydra Cannon. But I actually forgot that they'd got another Pokemon in the back, so I am going to start burning my shields now. Now the Hydro Cannon will one shot here, so on this Toxicroak. So we just want to over farm just a little bit, get that Hydro Pump off, straight in. There they go, and the Crustle's gone. So GG's to my opponent. So this was basically a lesson in, even if you have the wrong moves on your Pokemon, you can still win a set of 4. I actually changed it the next set to Smackdown, and I basically picked up another 4-1. The meta in this Halloween Cup is moving daily. It is. I've never seen a meta move quite as quickly as this one, and it's really interesting to see. I do have another idea. I mean, this is completely built around Crustle throwing, drawing out the Azumarilll. The Azumarilll comes out, you throw the Galvantula, you kill the Azumarilll, their Galvantula comes out, you Crustle it. It's very lead dependent, but it's been working for me. I have an idea of leading with Swalot, which I have built also, and then Swalot will basically deal with the Azumarilll, Galvantula, and Crustle lead, and then using the back to sweep up afterwards. But I've still to formulate that one completely. Listen, thank you very much for joining me. But what are you still doing here? Let's go Pogo.